I struggled. The races I've struggled in tended to be the ones after I've had a decent amount of food, so it's kind of understandable, really. In hindsight, I probably should have left a bit more time after I'd eaten, but you know, then it's difficult to slot all the races in, and there was far too many races in ACAT Advanced that was just killing me. I was trying to limit those. You want to know the sporty fuel or just the standard kind of snacks and favoured? Because I made a nice big calorie-rich lasagna, especially for today. But I only had one helping of it. I was going to work my way through it. So God, I can't remember. I'm so tired. I can't remember. I've had the sporty side of things. I've got a few gels, a few caffeine gels, jelly babies. Not really a sporty product, but high sugar. I've got high 5 tubs of 3-in-1 carbs of protein. I don't think I only had one bottle of that. And then just the standard high 5 carb. What else did I have? It was mainly just and I had some electrolyte tablets. A lot of vitamin C and E, because my immune system's going to be destroyed. What else? Magnesium tablet. And then I was just snacking on biscuits, nuts, dried fruit, banana, lasagna. Had a packet of crisps. Just whatever I took fancy to, really, to keep myself motivated. It was just a case of putting a lot of food in my stomach and then having to do a race within 30 to 60 minutes. My stomach just didn't have time to process it. So yeah, I suppose I could have had gels and carb drinks and bars and that, but for 24 hours I didn't want to be eating that all the time. I wanted to have a good meal at lunchtime, and then I had another meal a couple of hours ago, chicken and rice. But this evening I've kind of been stretching out the races anyway, having long gaps between. Whereas from the late morning, sort of around, because the morning the races were like almost 2 hours apart. From about 9 o'clock through the tiny races all the way through to 5 o'clock, the races were quite regular. And I wanted to try and get as many races in the day as possible. So it's kind of difficult to get the calories on board and knock off as many races as possible. But yeah, I think I did okay. I got dropped in a few races, and a few races there were some questionable characters. It was just like 2 or 3 of us, so I ended up just spinning around, and yeah, a bit boring. I think about, I don't know, 20-30% of my races were just me spinning around. Whether I was dropped or whether there was just no one else there. So I think it's a good ones. That was quite a good one. I quite enjoyed that. Yeah. The gels I have, don't know if I should be owning up to this. They are leftover gels. Some well, 2 sources. One was from a race organizer I know, and he gives me the gels when they're out of date. And also at a car boot sale, I get gels that are out of date. And because it's just sugar, it doesn't really matter. I've got gels that are about 1-2 years out of date, but I keep using it. These are probably about, see, I mean, they're about 5-10p each. It works out at. Yeah, these are just over a year old. Less sugar. If it was protein, yeah, I wouldn't, but for gels, I'm not that bothered. But yeah, making your own, it's a good idea. Like I say, I just buy, a lot of the time I'll just buy jelly babies or something similar to that. They're cheap, you know. Get about 1,000 calories for £1. Jelly babies. Nibbling on them.